Alright everyone, Gem pod review, any UK. Now guys, big shout out to Kevin Tilley who has sent me two glorious looking pods. Now guys, yeah, you may see I've got some tissues. I am seed saving today because look at the size of that. You tell me you wouldn't want to seed save for that one. That would look glorious, just growing that. Now guys, the two pods in question are the Jamaican red mushroom right there, and also the KS Starkist, and here we are. That I shall be doing after. Now what can I say about the Jamaican mushroom? Now guys, when I was doing my research, surprisingly, this is an annum for all things, an annum, and I was like, wow, I didn't know that. So there we go. Also within my research, I found out that, you know, some places said that it was like 30,000 K to 50,000 Scoville units. Others likened it to a Scotch bonnet. So I'm going to go with, it could be anything between 50,000 to maybe 200,000 Scovilles. So I'm hoping for some sweetness. I'm hoping for something. But let's get this pod cracking. And it being called the Jamaican mushroom, guys, originated in Jamaica. Let's get the stalk off. This is a hard stalk to get out. Blimey. There we go. Let's dig this out a tad. Now, they've also said that it's good for stuffing. I can see why it would be good for stuffing. Maybe throwing in some cream cheese in there and putting it into some vinegar or some kind of pickling juice. But yes, look at that. Blimey. That smells fresh. Wow, I'm liking that. I'm not getting any heat from that, as in any kind of fumes that would make me worried in any way. But like I said, I will be saving these seeds and they are plentiful. So I think it's going to be bountiful. How's that? Vocabulary today is flowing. So there we go. I'm going to pull these out. The placenta here, guys, is collected mainly up at the top, and it does come down as right to the bottom. In fact, it's all very squashed like you would expect the Jamaican mushroom to be. So I'm saving all of those seeds. There are some black seeds in there, but you know, we all know we can discard those. So I will say this is a medium walled pepper. Can't see any oils or anything such as that. There are some glistening areas around the placenta itself, and there are some nicer seeds up in there. Let's just get those out. But there we go, got the last two out. Whack that out as well. Now guys, I'm hoping for some fruit. So this is quite a large pod. Look at the size of that. That's a meal. Okay guys, here we go. Crunchy. I think Kevin Tilley got these from a local shop, as in the plant, you know, all mislabeling, you know. Very juicy. I would go along with the 30,000 Scovilles, nothing like a Scotch bonnet, but it's very warming, like you would get. And I'll be honest with you guys, it does have that kind of annum type burn. Interesting. I'm loving the crunch, and I'm loving the flavour. What would I use that for? You know what? Definitely stuffing. I would put it into some kind of brine with the with some cream cheese, just to soften that the bonnet up itself. Wow, I'm rather impressed with that. For me, heat-wise, it's just building slightly at the moment, but definitely a snacking one that you keep in your lunchbox if that's what you do. Very much enjoyed that. It didn't bring on any hiccups. I thought it would do through those juices. It was very juicy and very crunchy. The heat does linger, the flavour dissipates, but yeah, it was just a very short climb up, plateau, and it's just staying, which is quite nice. I like that lingering heat. So there we go. Moving on to the pod competition pod itself, which is the KS Starkist. Now guys, the KS Starkist is the cousin of the Lemon Starburst. Now, I know what KS tried to create. He tried to create a great looking pod with the cross between the MOA Scotch bonnet, MOA being the Ministry of Agriculture, with the Bohemian goat. I know that both of those are one of his favourites. So, with that, when he was growing out the Lemon Starburst, it gave him 3 phenotypes. One being the yellow Starburst, one being the orange Starkist, and the red Scarlet Rose. So there we go. So if you do come across any of those, they are all related to each other and all come from the same cross of the MOA Scotch bonnet and the Bohemian goat. So looking forward to this. I will be saving seeds. There we are. This tissue here is for the nose. Let me see if I can cut this right. Man, this is juicy. I can smell that straight away. Now, if you've never had either of the MOA Scotch bonnet or the Bohemian goat, I would probably taste those before going on to this Starkist, because you can smell the kind of influences between the two. As soon as you cut it, it was like there. The vapours were right there. Let me just show you the inside of this. There we go. Let's hope I can get that into view. So it is full on placenta. And I can see oils, and the oils are yellow in colour. It is a medium walled pod. So I don't know what the Scovilles are for here, but if I'm going by the Bohemian and the MOA Scotch bonnet, it could be anything between 100,000 Scovilles to maybe, let's peak it at around 350,000 Scovilles. So it's not going to be something that you will find yourself worrying about, but it will be warm. There we go. Let me just get those sorted. I am saving seeds, so let me just place that to the side. Hopefully not find any mixing between the two, and that'd be an awful time. So, wow, I'm loving this smell already. And Kevin, you have done a super job. I've seen your pods growing in your grow tent, and that plant is a complete beast of a plant. There we go, guys. The KS Peach Starkist, just to give it its full respect and name. There we go. Very fruity, expecting hiccups. Crunchy, juicy. Wow. What I will say, guys, there is this distant bitterness, just very distant, and there was a slight hint of some floral But here, it's so clean in taste. I think this was grown, I think he grew, this one is from his hydro. And I'll be honest with you, I've had one of these before, and there is a definite distinction between the two. I would say the one's grown in the ground or within dirt, as it would be, or soil. It takes on a different note. It's a bit deeper. Whereas this was very fresh, it was clean, and the burn is phenomenal. It was a whole mouth burn, hit the back of the throat, and I think that is reminiscent of the Starkist. All burning round the tongue, under the tongue as well. It's actually made my eye alter a little, but guys, if I was going to say, Kevin, that is the cleanest burn, if I can actually describe it as that, from a pod that I've had this year. Absolutely clean as a whistle. I can't express this any more than that. So maybe hydro is an interesting way to go about growing a particular plant, but I'm loving this. The heat is there. It's gripping as well around the lips, to the point where when I say gripping, everybody, I know that's one of the words that I generally say, but when I do say gripping, I do mean it's a staying heat. It has leveled off and it's staying, just gripping you there in that kind of zone. It has hit the sinuses, but nothing to worry about. But I would say that is a glorious pepper. Guys, Gem in the UK, shout out to Kevin Tilley, Jamaican Mushroom, the red type, the Canstar Peach Starkist, outstanding, seed saving in the UK. Love it. Take care.